Hey guys, it's Kirsten. So this image was just submit about fixing the backdrop. Now, I'm only going to lecture you once. This could have been avoided in camera. When you shot this picture, granted she's young and doing something cute and you want to just jump on it, but look down at your LCD screen on your camera and you're going to go, oops. You're going to scooch her over or you're going to take a step to the right or whatever because it looks like you're taking a picture at an angle anyway, which you don't want because the horizon line will be crooked, aka shadows or where it folds. So you're going to want to center yourself on the backdrop and get it right in camera because then you don't need to edit and it'll be right in camera and then you're not going to, your dollar per hour will be nice and high. So I'm just going to get rid of these little tiny boo-boos. Well, I guess there's just one. Okay, those two are my dirty screen. Okay, so no big deal. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, the first technique I'm going to show you is super easy. You're going to get the lasso up here, the third down from the top lasso tool. You're going to highlight the boo-boo like this. You're going to hit backspace. I'm on a PC, by the way. This comes up. You're going to want to hit content aware at 100% and hit OK. Where did that come from? But 90% of it is fine. You can also, you know what? I might have just did too much of a selection. Let's go right close to the boo-boo. Let's try this again. Hit backspace. Much more accurate. Okay, there we go. So that's one way to do it. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. Another way would be to get the quick select. I always start out with the object selection tool, and we're going to tell Photoshop what you want to select. Okay. She missed a toe, so I'm going to go to quick select, make sure it's on the plus, and I'm going to get that little toe. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Go back to the quick select. Okay. And then we're going to add her hair. Okay, then we're going to go to select and mask up here. The refine edge is the second one down over here. Now we're going to be sampling right close to her anyway, so don't worry about this. We're just going to brush this on the outside of her hair. And then we're going to export or output it to, whoops, new layer with a layer mask. And then hit OK. All right, let me make this a little smaller so you can see. Okay, so we're going to turn on the background layer and select the background layer. Now, whatever we do with the background layer, it's not going to affect her because she's on this layer. So we're going to go back to this layer. Now there's a few things we can do. One, we can click on the paintbrush, get a nice big fat paintbrush, and we're going to click here and drag. Actually, my brush is a little too big, I think. And then go down, sample here, and drag. Sample here, and drag. Here. Okay, so that's, and then the girl stays on top, so you can see it doesn't get on her at all. Okay, another thing you can do, maybe we should, let's undo that. Okay, but we're going to keep the girl up here. I'm just going to rename it. Okay, so we're going to go back on the background layer, and let's see. We can click on the rectangular marquee, select as much as you can of the good stuff without getting her or her hair or anything. We're going to hit Control T. Click on the Shift key. Hold the Shift key down, I should say, sorry. And drag that over, and then hit the check mark. There's another way. Whoop. Okay. Another thing we can do would be to go to the gradient tool. You want the top to be the second one in. On mine, it's the second one in, but it's foreground to transparent. You want it on the linear, which is the first one here, normal, 100%. Then we're going to hold down the Alt key and let's sample something like right close to her head, I guess. Right here. Whoops, I think we're going to, oh yeah, okay, then we're going to hold at the top, drag and drop it down. Then what I usually do is go into the corner. Just kind of play with it until you get all the boo-boos. I don't love that as much, so let's get rid of that. Okay. Let's see. We can do, oh, I know what we can do. While we're here, we can do clone, which is another. So you would just sample here. Nope, I hate cloning. So we're not going to clone at all. Cloning is terrible. Okay, so another thing we can do, I'm going to just, I guess we can leave her there. That's fine. We're going to click on the background layer and go Filter, Liquify. Okay, we're going to get the Freeze tool, which is the fifth up from the bottom. And we're going to freeze her in place. Even though she's not really near the boo-boo in question, we're going to just... Oh my gosh, I don't know why my computer's so slow right now. This is insane. And it froze. There we go. Good Lord, I don't know what that was all about. Okay, we're going to go up to the top here, which is the forward warp tool. Let me actually make it a little bit smaller so you can see. I don't know if this glitch is with Photoshop. My computer is normally lightning fast. This is the opposite of lightning fast. This is like painful. But you get where we're going with this. Okay, I feel like because of the glitch on my computer, I'm not going to push this all the way over because it's painful. There we go. We're also getting a full-on blizzard outside, so I wonder if that's affecting my internet. All right, then we can hit OK. That looks pretty good. Okay, the other thing we can do is let's do Control J on the background layer and make a duplicate. Get the paintbrush over here, back to what we were talking about before. Lower it to like, let's even go lower. Let's go to like 30%. Sample by her head and just kind of do a little click, click, click. Just to kind of even out the... Do not erase the shadows though. That would be terrible. Shadows are good. Shadows show depth. But if you want that big one, let's do something really light, like 14%. Then you can always... I'm going to go ahead and flatten it. But as you can see, I just showed you like 3 or 4 different ways to extend the backdrop, all pretty quick. So I hope this helps.